So I first reached out for support from Baines DHI in 2019, beginning of 2019. I was pretty unwell, had developed a physical dependency on alcohol, as well as the mental aspect of things, and was just not in a good place. They welcomed me with open arms, and I'm just so grateful. It was just so friendly, non-judgmental. I felt accepted, all of those things that is really needed when you take those steps. At some point along the way, early on, I heard about peer work and got involved with that and did peer work for 4.5 years. Peer mentoring is when people from a similar background, or in this case lived experience, come together. One is usually a little bit further on than the other, and they'll share their experience or their lived experience to offer support and guidance for the person who is trying to make those changes in their life. For me, like I said, when I first came in, I met others in DHI who were peer mentors, and one of whom I connected with really well. She seemed to be able to take recovery in her stride, and that was really inspiring, and it gave me a lot of hope. And it kind of demystified a lot about recovery, because I suppose when you're really early in, or when you're not quite there, you imagine all kinds of things, like it's going to be really boring and miserable, and you're always going to be trying not to pick up and things like that. But actually what I saw was the opposite. I would say at the beginning of recovery, it helps to keep that structure and that purpose, that meaning to your life, especially if you need to take time off work, which, like in my case, I did. It gave me somewhere to go several times a week, and something meaningful to do. And then later, it was about sort of finding out a little bit about who I was again, and what I wanted to do, and what I was interested in, and getting joy from supporting others. So as a peer coordinator, I now manage, train, support all of the peer supporters, right from trainee peer through to peer mentor at different stages of their journeys.